Hey guys, this is Tyrone Jackson, and I just have a quick question. Man, where's the reciprocity? Where is the actual acknowledgement of fairness? This is where I want to kind of just focus on this question. Where is fairness? Republicans are known quite often of talking about whataboutisms, and it's this kind of phenomena where Republicans do something and Democrats call them out. They're like, oh, you can't do that, you can't do this, da, 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 da. But it turns out that Democrats have done the exact same thing and they're completely silent. And anytime you call them out, they say, well, that's whataboutism. It's like, well, what about when you guys did this? Or what about when you guys did that? So for all you what about masters out there, I have one that's really just kind of interesting. Tulsi Gabbard, she's been in the news quite a bit for calling out and literally trick slapping Hillary Clinton. And I mean, I enjoyed that just as much as the next person, but she has gone a step further, saying that calling out the New York Times as being pretty much a rag in the tank for Hillary Clinton, and for that the New York Times smeared her by calling her a right-wing extremist. And I was like, wow, this woman is actually really playing the role. I mean, like basketball, when somebody runs into you flopping down on the floor to get a charge. I mean, she's flip-flopping right now. She's flopping down on the floor to get the sympathy card. By calling out the New York Times and acknowledging that they actually used their paper as a political hit job machine, and saying, not only just saying that, but saying that they smeared her by calling her a right-wing extremist. My question is, how can you say that? How can you admit that without also admitting that it's quite possible, more than likely probable, that the New York Times is doing this to every person who's a conservative? If you're a Republican, you're automatically a right-wing extremist. You're automatically a racist. You're automatically hating immigrants. You're automatically anti-Islam. You're automatically a black-hating, Jew-hating, Mexican-hating, is Muslim-hating, progressive-hating, gay-hating. You're automatically all these things. How could you make this this accusation against the New York Times without apologizing, or at least acknowledging that this is an everyday occurrence to right-wing people? I mean, how could you? Hell, you've campaigned on it. You've actually taken the New York Times and used it to raise money and to buttress your own policy positions. How all of a sudden are you upset with the New York Times because they're smearing you? I mean, let's be for real. If you're going to call somebody out, make sure that your hands are clean. It's called the clean hands doctrine. If you're going to say that someone attacked you or someone wronged you, you have to make sure that your own hands are clean. The fact of the matter is, she's calling the New York Times out for smearing her and calling her a right-wing extremist when she has benefited from the New York Times reporting by virtue of being a Democrat. This is like, it's like the craziest thing. And I mean, I just want to look at this and give warning to people on the right. If you're going to criticize the Democrats, make sure that your hands are clean. This political thing is getting to be ridiculous. Like, I'm not a big sports fan, but we're not in this to win or to score a victory over the Democrats. You may think that. Many of you guys may believe that we have to destroy the Democrats. And I mean, trust me, their ideology must be wiped out of this country. I mean, it has to, but our goal is not to win over the Democrats, because let's say we win politically. No matter what happens, these people are still our neighbors. And as you've seen, we could win and still go through hell because these people are filled with hatred and vengeance in their heart. I mean, you win an election and they burn down your house. I mean, and now you're fighting them, like hunting them down like a pack of wild dogs. If we're going to have stability in this country, we need to reestablish respect for each other. And that respect cannot be established until we start to reciprocate respect and fairness. So I just want to give a warning and encourage you guys. Have conversations with Democrats. Talk with them. Don't beat them down or consider them to be just idiots because they're Democrats. I mean, maybe they are a little lazy mentally, but they've had experiences in their own life that have led them to their political philosophy. Be the reason that brings them back to the middle or shows them the actual virtue in American traditional culture and beliefs. All right? Extend them to them the respect that you would want extended. Don't be a Tulsi Gabbard. All right? God bless you.